For me, the dip is a weighted calisthenics compound that gets me fired up to beat my previous best. I love how technical they become at heavier weights, and honestly, they've been one of the biggest assets for building up my size and strength with calisthenics. Warm-ups are an area that many people get wrong. I'll share with you how I like to approach them for peak performance. For dips, simply 1 to 3 progressively heavier sets up to my working weight. Starting off with body weight, even if it's really easy for you, just to get things lubed up and get that technique on point. Then throwing on a 20 kilo plate to get my nervous system firing on all cylinders. Then 40 for reps as the final warm-up before I dig deep and do the real work. For me, I'm a warm-up minimalist. I don't do a million different mobility and activation drills, or I don't skip warm-ups entirely. Honestly, save your time and effort for just beasting out on those working sets to come. You'll notice that I'm using a street lifting technique. I've got a hollow body with my core engaged. I have my shoulders depressed, and I'm only going down to 90 degrees range of motion. This is all done to maximize how much weight I can lift on the dip. Here's a few hacks with your weighted dip to get even stronger. You want to use a long chain length, having the weight down far near your ankles. This way, you can squeeze the weight together. This is going to lower your center of mass and make you more stable. With this setup, it smooths out the resistance curve. The load is going to feel more even throughout the rep. With the load positioned low, close towards the feet, it's actually going to reduce the swing because the plate acts as a pendulum and it's aligned with your movement. Basically, in the way that I'm dipping here, it promotes the most efficient mechanics. That lower center of mass, it makes it easier to keep your shoulders depressed and maintain that hollow body position throughout the dip. My goal with dips is to build up my strength. Long term, it'd be awesome to throw around 80 kilos or 4 plates on the dip like a boss. For now, I'm using a mere 60 kilos and I weigh 85 kilos at this stage. I'm not a competitive athlete who has to peak for an event. Patient, pain-free progress is my goal. The blessing is there's no rush. The downside is there's no end date, which means all the accountability rests on me. But I'm free to auto-regulate and take my time. Working hard, but also listening to my body is just as much of an art as it is a science. The unseen aspect of fitness is how slow the grind is for everyone. Progress isn't measured from one workout to the next. It's measured in months. The best advice I can give you for weighted calisthenics is if you control the weight, you control the dip. The weight plate should really travel up and down in a straight line. This shows that you're staying balanced and in control. Besides, the plate is really just an extension of your body. If it's going forward to back, you're probably losing alignment. This tempo, it's better on your tendons, the chest, the biceps, as well as your joints. Hypertrophy-wise, a slower negative is going to create more of that muscle damage, so better for the pecs, grown and bigger at the same time. I like performance being a proxy of success. Am I lifting heavier on my way to dip in the target rep range? That's the only thing that I'm really chasing. The smartest way to go about getting stronger on weighted dips is keeping some reps in reserve. This intensity is the best approach when it comes to getting stronger. So on each set, I'm leaving maybe 2 to 3 reps in reserve, which would equate to roughly 80% of 1 RM. As someone who loves combining calisthenics and weightlifting, I'm curious to see how heavy I can get my dip while still juggling other training goals. The truth is, I love exercise variation way too much to specialize in a 1 RM lift. That's the trade-off of training like a generalist. Progress, it comes slower. But once you understand the science of gains, it's easier to be firm but fair on yourself and temper your expectations, enjoying the process much more. Now, fellas, if you want to make serious gains, you got to be following a program. Mixing calisthenics and weights is the perfect way to get big and jacked. Go and download my full hybrid routine at fitnessfaqs.com.